Kanye's new album Listening Party is canceled, but it's not, but it is, and it's back on again. If you guys wonder why it takes me so long to upload these videos, it's because I'm actually trying to get you guys reliable news and not something like this. This guy really just be lying to your faces and you all believe him. I get it, the Copium, new album Kanye is hype, but when you're subscribed to OTN, all you get is actual news and not this stuff. Alright, let's get into today's video because there's low-key a lot of stuff to go over. I was waiting for some confirmation on a date to make a video, and I think we finally have one, so let's go. So as most of you know, or even if you didn't, Kanye was supposed to host a listening party on Friday the 13th, but it turns out a week is not enough time to plan a whole concert, set up a stage, and more. So it got postponed due to that and the weather. And I mean, Kanye is a very last minute person, so I don't think this is out of the blue by any means. And this is something that's happened in the past too, literally just 2 weeks, or as this article calls it, a fortnight. I'm sorry, I just couldn't get past that without saying something. But basically, the subject is that Kanye is not very good at keeping plans. He changes a bunch of stuff last minute, not just for the physical stuff like a tour, but for stuff like music too. We saw him working till the last moment for Donda during that rollout. And honestly, I'm sure he's doing the same thing now for these albums. And before I talk about future dates, subscribe if you have not already, leave a like and comment when you think this album is dropping. This supports me and my videos so much, so thank you guys, it means the world. And I'm also going to be uploading daily on TikTok and Instagram, so be sure to go into the description to follow those to support for all hip-hop news. Alright, back to Kanye. But yeah, after this got postponed from the 13th, the next option for the date was the 20th. Long story short, that's not happening either. Whether the date wasn't available, a ton of different factors went into this date and the venue not allowing Kanye to perform on this date, including probably needing different approvals and permits as well. But the day is finally here because now we hopefully have a solidified date with a good amount of proof as well, and that it is no longer up to the city, but it is up to Kanye to perform, to approve everything and get it done. This was the first translated text message, and before I get to everything, a lot of stuff might look a little janky because it is Italian and translated, but these are real sources. So yeah, this is the first instance of this being delayed until October 27th, which in my opinion, I would rather have this concert get delayed, not because I don't want to hear new music, but because I want this to be planned out well and to be a spectacle because that's what Kanye does best. And going back to what I said before about it being up to Kanye to do the show now, a new rollout character is here. Luca Vecchi, the mayor of the small town that Kanye is performing in Italy. And you know we wouldn't be Ye fans if we didn't harass him on Instagram for information. And to translate this for you guys, he says, "Today, we have given the go-ahead, now it is all in the artist's hands." And before I move on to the next part, please don't message this guy's family. I know we want new information, but just, we got this now. Don't annoy his family, please. And tell me if that translation is messed up and you speak Italian, but I'm pretty sure that's what it says. I'm disappointing my Italian family a lot right now. But yeah, that's pretty huge considering the date has been bouncing around for a bit now, and there is some stuff that I want to talk about confirming this date, but it's less concrete, so just keep that in mind when I go over it. The catering services for the concert posted on their story about this being on the 27th, but once again, like I said, take it with a grain of salt because at the end of the day, all they're doing for this is cooking pasta and meatballs. But yeah, to end talking about the date a little bit and get onto the next part of the video, the stage is currently down. We know that from this picture and the translation of this article, which don't worry, they have a lot of time now, so they could just be redoing the set design. I don't think it's canceled in full. But this article says the same thing, that it is up to Kanye now. So basically now, Kanye, please just do it. We need something. We need new information. But yeah, amidst all of this date, that date, we do have some snippets and news articles coming from Ty Dolla Sign himself and Billboard. So let's get into that because this is honestly, in my opinion, bigger news than the concert news that has a very high chance of being postponed and fake. There's just a lot of stuff that could go wrong. This is concrete. So what Billboard is saying is that this album was actually supposed to drop last week on the 13th, but now Kanye is looking for distributors, but wait, not just Kanye, Ty Dolla Sign too. This is not a solo album. The Ty Dolla Sign Kanye collab album is apparently going to drop before the solo album, if there even is a solo album. I'm still hyped for new music regardless, but I hope it isn't canceled like the solo one, because with Kanye, you never know, it could totally happen. And yeah, that's why the title, because I guess we're going to be reporting on the collab album now instead of just the solo one. If there's any news on the solo, I will talk about it, but I guess we're going to be focusing on what is allegedly going to be used now. But we have heard some great snippets regardless of that news, one of them being the really anticipated new body snippet. And I'm gonna play it, and if the next 10 seconds are quiet or really short, it's because I got a copyright strike. So yeah, pray for me. There's also this other snippet which just sounds absolutely heavenly.
New album on the motherfucking way.
And what's important about this one is the fact that he actually confirms the new album and says new album on the way. We all knew, but to hear it said, along with those two snippets, we did get a shorter one. Is Kanye speaking facts here?
Bitch, we not exclusive. Leave your fat friend, I am not inclusive.
So yeah, we are eating in Kanye news for these next few days. I'm really excited for the next news that is going to come. Hopefully the concert does not get delayed again into November. That would just absolutely suck. But I mean, if they need more planning, they need more planning. There's nothing we can do. We just have to be patient and wait for this album. But in my opinion, I think this is our date. It's happening on the 27th. And like I said before, do you guys think this album is dropping on that date as a surprise or dropping at a later time? That is, if it drops at all. Hopefully there's a live stream as well, but that's far into the future. We'll talk about that another time. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Like I said before, new TikTok and Instagram in the description. I know those kind of existed already, but I'm really going to be pumping out content on those daily. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to be posting daily content, maybe 2 to 3 a day, depending on how much content is done. But yeah, go follow that. It's going to be a great time. Good content, all that. So once everything comes into place within the next week, you guys will be eating with On That Note content, I promise. As always, join the Discord, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like and comment. I'll reply to all of you. And on that note,